Well, good morning, everyone. We're so glad you're here. The music just went down in the rooms where everyone got quiet and looked up. It feels like a studio audience, and John gave me the point and all that. But we're here to celebrate, and we're going to get started right away. We have a lot of faith to celebrate today. So let's stand together and celebrate with joy.
You can really clap if you want. It's okay. Celebration singers are just fabulous, aren't they? Thank you so much. We are Vision. Here is the place where we come to transform lives through this practical spirituality of ours. But before we do anything, we know that we bookend everything that we do in prayer. So let us start there. Please join me in prayer. I give great thanks for this day. I'm just so grateful for the life, for the sunshine, for the water that quenches our thirst, for the company, for the spiritual community, for all of the good that God is, for we know that God is good all the time. And we come together to remember that, not only for ourselves, but for everyone else. We are greeting and meeting each other in spirit. We know that we are God in hiding, and we know the same is true for each and every one of us. So we come together today to celebrate that, to know that Spirit is at the center of everything we do. For Spirit is at the center of us. Giving great thanks, I simply let it be. And so it is. Amen. So good morning. How's everybody? You're looking chipper. I know I took my mask off, but you guys are all masked up. It's great. But you're looking fabulous, by the way. I love all the different kinds of masks, you know. We're all being safe. We're all being wise stewards of these vehicles, right? These bodies we've been given, all doing the right thing all the time. So I'm glad about that. How's everybody feeling? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. The sun is shining. It's a gorgeous day. We're going to all go out to lunch wherever we go after this. I know that it is the absolute perfect day, and we're all a part of it. We come together in this spiritual community to just remember that for ourselves and for each other. And to that end, we have licensed practitioners who are here to serve us. They pray with us and for us all the time, all year long, every day. And you see Donna is already up there. We have another practitioner in the back of the room with prayer boxes. There are prayer request forms in your bulletin. You can fill one out. There is a prayer request form online on our website. You can fill it out online and submit that prayer request to us. We will pray with you, for you. If you leave your phone number on there, we'll call you at home and we will pray with you over the phone, or leave a prayer on your voicemail. That would be awesome, because then you get to listen to it over and over. However you want to be served in prayer, we are here to do that. We are here to serve, to know the truth for you. As you have, I don't know, maybe had a challenge, or maybe the prayer is always, life is good, more please. It could be as simple as that, right? Who was it? Meister Eckhart said, if the only prayer you ever say is thank you, that would be enough. So even if your prayer is, yeah, pray thank you for me, do that. Put in a prayer request. And after our celebration today, we have our meet and greet room online, our virtual meet and greet room. You can join us online. You can go to a breakout room with one of the practitioners and have private one-on-one prayer as well. So however you would like to be served in prayer, we are here to serve you, because what? What do we know? Oh, you guys are so good. Prayer changes things. Absolutely. Prayer changes things. And prayer changes things because prayer changes us. We become those clear vessels through which Spirit can flow easily, effortlessly, changing conditions around us. So please get prayer support all the time, every day, wherever you are. We are just a phone call away. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh, I know. We have guest packets. I don't know if you've seen them. They look just like this. If you came in the front door or the back door, I think we have them in both stations, don't we? If you are new to Vision, if you're just visiting, if you'd like to find out more about who we are as a spiritual community, grab one of these on your way out. It's a guest packet, tells you who we are, tells you what Centers for Spiritual Living is all about, this worldwide faith tradition, and gives you a little bit of information about Vision itself, which is affiliated with Centers for Spiritual Living Worldwide. And here's a bonus. It has a lovely greeting on it, and we're going to say it right now aloud for ourselves and for our guests. You ready? You with me? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. And for our online community, know that you can see whatever is in here online as well. So just go to our website and check it out, because we have all the information for you as well. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to our celebration singers, these lovely people over here, and they are going to sing our centering song to prepare us for our 5-minute meditation. Thank you.
Is able, more than able, to accomplish what concerns me today. God is able, more than able, to handle anything that comes my way.
Good morning. Welcome to Vision this morning, wherever you are. We are delighted that you are with us. My name is Donna Thomas, and I'm a licensed spiritual counselor here at Vision. I'll be reading some quotes, and before I do, I'd like you to just get comfortable in your seats, and if you'd like to close your eyes, please do so. So please take these quotes into your heart as we move into the silence, and allow the tones of the bowl to bring you into and out of the 5-minute meditation. The first quote is from John Milton. "The mind is its own place and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven." And our second quote is from Ernest Holmes, our founder. "Heaven is lost merely for the lack of a perception of harmony. Hell is the phantom abode of our morbid imaginations." The memorial candle is burning today for Jim Cooper, cousin to J.P. Scheidemann, David Lashare, family friend of John Kirko, and Levada Ceballos, friend of Miguel Zulueta. Each of them made their transitions this past week. And I know that for each one of them, they are in the arms of love. They are surrounded by the white light of spirit in love. And as their friends and family release them to their highest good, we know that their souls are continuing on the upward spiral of life into the next adventure. And it is good. It is very good. And I know that right here, right now, there is only one Spirit, one divine, one God, one intelligence. And it is right here, right now, where we are. It is in, around, and through each one of us. In this room, in this city, in this state, in this country, in this globe, in this universe, there is only one. And it resides within each one of us. And it is good. It is very good. And we can feel this indwellingness bubbling up within us. And I know that right here, right now, all is well, all is in balance, all is love, peace, joy, wisdom, unity, abundance. All of the aspects of God are ours. It's our divine right and dwells within us. We just need to recognize it. And we have that capability, we have that capacity, and we know right here, right now, that all is well. We are divinely guided by that spark within us. It is so good, it is very good, and it just permeates and bubbles out for all the world to see. And I am so grateful for knowing this, and I am so grateful for the people, the community called Vision that brings this service together to listen to Reverend Patti and to take what she has to offer us and to listen to our musicians and what they bring to the table and how their music inspires us and joins us in our heart and opens us up. And I am so grateful as well for the audio-visual hospitality team, everyone here that makes this service uniquely Vision. And of course, all the ministers and practitioners that do many hours of work behind the scenes for the betterment of all of us, to remind us that we are all one, and we are centered, and we are in balance. And I am so grateful for this knowledge of the one, for this greatness of who we are right here, right now. And as I release these words into law, I know that they are made manifest. They never return void. And it is so good. And as I let these words go, and let it be, and so it is.
We're very lucky to have a special guest this morning. She has provided countless thousands of people with music inspiration on Sunday mornings for the past 25 years. And fortunately, for the rest of the spiritual centers in Southern California and probably around the country, she is taking her act on the road. So we're very, very lucky to have Janet Hammer as our soloist today.
I like that, taking the act on the road. Thank you. It is just a pleasure to be here and to see some faces I haven't seen in a long time. And I am just filled with gratitude to be here. This song I'd like to sing for you is kind of apropos. Changes happen in life, and you never know what's going to happen next. And we always have a choice with what to do with those changes, how to internalize them, how to react to them. We can either be bitter about it, or we can know that something better is coming, and in fact, something better is here, right now, right where we stand. always turn out like you thought it would. Caught in disappointments, it's hard to find the good. First you ask why and shake your fist at the sky. Finally you cry and you make it to the other side. Bitter or better, bitter or better, bitter or better, the choice is up to you. Bitter or better, what's it gonna be? Bitter or better, what you gonna do? Bitter or better, the choice is up to you. The choice is up to you. Once a very wise man said these words to me: there's no greater teacher than adversity. First you ask why and shake your fists at the sky. Finally you cry and you make it to the other side. Bitter or better, bitter or better, bitter or better, the choice is up to you. Gonna be bitter or better, what you gonna do? Bitter or better, the choice is up to you. Choice is up to you. What you gonna do? Bitter or better, the choice is up to you. Choice is up to you. The choice is up to you. The choice is up to you. Up to you. Choice is up to you.
Thank you, Janet. That was lovely. You know, I don't make the singers sing. I don't pick the songs for the singers, and I know that you get together with Mark, and it's always the perfect song for my talk. Always, always. It's like one mind. It's like one mind. You know, the only thing that they may know is the talk title, and that's about it. And you always pick the perfect song. You know, it's just amazing. I love that one mind. It's perfect. I stay in my lane. I don't pick the music for the musicians. Glad I just get my talk done. Anyway, this is October, and our theme for October was, or is, going further together. And we had that whole conversation about further, farther, a couple of weeks ago. That's our monthly theme. It just is what it is. So today I'm going to talk about, we're going to go further into going farther together. See, we're going further about going farther. Anyway, let's not even go there. But we're going further about how we go farther, right? How we go farther into heaven or hell, depending on our thoughts. And it's always our thoughts. It's always our consciousness, So we can go like that in either direction. But I do notice, and I think you noticed as well, that there is a stairway to heaven, but there is a highway to hell. Which means we're kind of anticipating the flow of traffic in one direction or another being heavier than... Anyway, Ernest Holmes said this in Questions and Answers. He said, heaven is lost. This is the quote that Donna, you used. Heaven is lost for the lack of perception of harmony. When we feel like we are out of alignment, this is where we go to hell, right? Hell is the phantom abode of our morbid imagination, was the quote. I love that. And heaven and hell are states of consciousness. That's what he said. So that's what today's talk is about, the idea that we can send ourselves to heaven and hell just depending on what we're thinking, just our states of consciousness. When we are in alignment with the qualities of God, and we're just allowing them to flow through us, right? Like qualities like that, peace and wholeness and joy and love. When we are immersed in those feelings, those qualities of God, we know we are in the flow, we're in alignment. That's where heaven is. Right? That's where our lives are working. It's a state of consciousness. And when we are aligned with those qualities, we know we're in heaven. We're in peace. We're in harmony. We're in joy. And we also know that it's within us. Heaven is always within us. Ernest Holmes said, the kingdom of heaven is that place within ourselves where there is universal and individual peace at all times. And isn't that lovely? He goes on to say, peace that holds no doubt, abiding of good and wise, divine protection. To enter, we must simply recognize that this kingdom exists, and it exists exactly where Jesus taught us to seek it, within. Our peace is always within. Our truth is always within. This idea of heaven is always within us. To the extent that we are in alignment with the qualities of God, those qualities of God, remember, to which there is no opposite. We talk about joy, we talk about love, we talk about abundance, we talk about wisdom. These are the qualities of God to which there are no opposites. We exist on that continuum, remember? We talk about that a lot, where there's a little love, we call it hate. But it's one thing, it is one thing, it's love, either a lot or a little. And it's the same thing with joy, and it's the same thing with light, right? There's no dark scale, we can't measure dark. We can measure light, right down to one photon. But we can't measure dark. It doesn't have a thing. It's not a thing. As soon as we add a little bit of light, it's gone. It doesn't exist. Same thing with all the other qualities. The opposites don't exist. It's a continuum we live on, as little or a lot as we want to demonstrate. So that's what we're talking about here, how much of it. We call the least amount an opposite. We live in a world of duality we have created. But God is only good. The seed of perfection is nestled within us, Walt Whitman, right? We go within that seed, perfection. This is where our heaven resides, within us, and we are always at choice. We're always, and I love the song because it was exactly right. We are always at choice. What are we going to resonate in? What are we going to feel? What are we going to demonstrate? How are we going to think about the outside world? Are we going to place ourselves in heaven or hell? It's up to us all the time. And it's up to us depending on where we let our thoughts fall, isn't it? We do that. We sit on our meditation cushion every morning, every evening. We're all hunkered down, and we're at one with everything, and we're just pure love. And we get up off that cushion, we have our oatmeal, and we go off to work. And then you get on the freeway. And then that oneness with all people sort of goes out the window, right? It happens. It happens like that. It can happen so easily, can it? Right? All of this universal love we have for everyone, except that guy that just cut me off, that rat, you know what, right? So we go there. We let our thought fall on other. It's an other. It's not me. I'm filled with love. It's them. They're doing it. And here's the thing. Thoughts are things. Ernest Holmes said this, right? Thoughts are things. They have the power to objectify themselves and lay hold of causation and form substance. That's what they do. Thoughts are things. And then they wind up outpicturing as conditions in our lives. Positive thoughts outpicture positive conditions. Negative thoughts outpicture negative conditions. We know this. We know this. Healing thoughts outpicture as healing bodies. Abundant thoughts outpicture as abundant substance. Our thoughts are powerful. In Ernest Holmes, in 10 Ideas That Make a Difference, he said this. He said, of course, heaven is not a place. Hell is not a place. They are states of consciousness. We may be either in heaven or hell right here. And we may travel back and forth between heaven and hell as our consciousness harmonizes with our environment or is in conflict with it. And it's not because we have subscribed to some creed that we have allowed ourselves to purchase a throne in heaven, or not because we've made mistakes and we shall thereby be damned. Right? It's not where we're going to be sent. It's not a thing that happens to us. It's not a place where we go when we die. And we all make mistakes. I know, right? It's shocking. We all make mistakes. We all miss the mark, right? That's what that is. A sin is missing the mark, that archery term. We all do it, right? And they send us to hell. We send ourselves to hell. We don't send other people to hell as much as we send ourselves sometimes. Because I should have done this and I didn't do it, or I shouldn't have done it and I did it anyway because I wanted to, right? We punish ourselves all the time for our own unskilled behavior. I'm reading John Pavlovitz's new book. Have you seen that one? If God is love, don't be a jerk. I'm reading it and it's really good. You should get yourself a copy. It's lovely. We're all jerks sometimes. Right? I mean, it just is the way it is, And it's funny because John Pavlovitz, in his book, he refers back to that 1964, that Supreme Court Justice Potter Stewart, who they were deliberating a case about pornography, and Potter Stewart said, "Well, I can't describe it, but I know it when I see it." Kind of the same way about being a jerk, isn't it? It's like, I may not have a good description of being a jerk, but I know one when I see one, And I know when I'm being one when I see it. Sometimes we're being jerks and we don't know it. We inadvertently steamroll over somebody, right? I mean, we've all done that, right? Where you just didn't even know it and you were being inconsiderate or thoughtless or something and you just sort of run roughshod over people. That's called being human, right? And we've all done that. But then there are other times. Those times. When you want to win that argument. And you want to push that button. You just want to have the last word. And we're being a jerk. And we know it. We know we're being a jerk, And it's really funny because, I'm going to fix this. It's driving me crazy. Jesus, is it good? Is it working now? Jesus' entire ministry was about love and forgiveness. His entire ministry, turning the other cheek, 70 times 7, our spiritual practice about being loving and being forgiving. It was always about that. And it was always about us. Jesus' ministry was always about us. It was about what we were to do. It was never about the other person. He never said, go about your ministry and try to change other people. It was all about us, about going to love, to returning to love, to being love in the world. It's always about what we do. And what the other person does, that's their karma. What we choose to do in the relationship, that is ours. Ernest Holmes, in Effective Prayer, said, I don't believe in hell. Thank God, right? Thank God we're a faith tradition that doesn't believe in hell. He said, I don't believe in hell, the devil, damnation, or any future state of punishment. God does not punish people. There is, however, a law of cause and effect, which governs all and will automatically punish impartially and impersonally if we conflict with fundamental harmony. It's just what it is, right? It's just what it is, the law of cause and effect. We reap what we sow. You've all heard that, right? Or if you're from New York like I am, it's always, hey, Paulie, what goes around comes around, capiche, It's just the way it is. And in a lot of New Thought or progressive Christianity now, pastors are bemoaning the fact that they lost hell. Right? We've lost a hell. We've lost the place to send people to that disagreed with us. Because basically what these pastors are saying is like, we could get more people to do more stuff. You know, we get them to volunteer more. We can get them to give us, you know, more contributions. We could get them to volunteer to do more things on the threat of hell. Because, you know, if you don't do this, you know what's happening to you, right? You're going to hell. But is that any way to motivate anybody? You know, the whole idea of New Thought is we are original blessings. We are not sinners. And I think, yeah, you can clap for that. We are original blessings. This is not about being sinners and we have to ascribe to something or else we're going to go to some place where God's going to punish us in a lake of fire forever and always. Oh my God, if God is love, how on earth could that, well, not even on earth, how in the afterlife could that even be possible? It cannot, it cannot. Ernest Holmes said, because we had so many fears and because we have built up an unconscious sense of guilt, we seek release from this emotional tension of this guilt by projecting our thought that we need to be punished for our mistakes. This, no doubt, is the origin of the belief in hell. And he goes on to say, many people believe that the Bible teaches a literal hell. Nothing could be further from the truth. What the Bible teaches is the law of cause and effect. And that is what we deal with all the time. And if our thoughts are things, where are our thoughts going? Where do your thoughts go? Are you blessing or are you cursing people? Are you blessing your own situation or are you cursing it? This is the whole idea of the law of cause and effect. We're good. We know we are good. We know we are made in the image and after the likeness. We are good. We want to do good. We want to live in alignment with the qualities of God, with love and with joy, all the rest of them up there, and even more than that. Unity, all those qualities. We live in the flow. We live in alignment with God's good. God is love, and we are that. God is love, and we are that. We had one job to do. How you doing with it? Right? We had one job to do, and look at how we mess it up. God is love. That's our commandment. That's what Jesus was asked, right? Which one is the most important one? Love God with all your heart. Love your neighbor as yourself. That was it. That was the most important ones. Love each other. Love God. Love each other. Play nice together. There you go. We summed it all up. One sentence. It's all we need to know. Love God. Love each other. Play well together. Shouldn't be that difficult. Don't judge. Don't condemn. Don't criticize. Don't think your way is the only right way, right? That's how we get into those conversations. No, it should be like this. No, it should be like that. Keep your eyes on your own paper, like we were told in elementary school, and all the rest of those commandments. It all boils down to we are here to love. We're here to love. We don't have to criticize. We don't have to give our opinion. We don't have to tell anybody they're wrong or they're right. Ernest Holmes said, we cannot intelligently say to someone, because there's no hell and no devil, which there certainly is not, you can act in an evil manner and not suffer. We can only say, my friend, your heaven and your hell are in your own mind. Perhaps you're in hell in this very moment. How would you like to trade hell for heaven? How would you like to swap the devil for God? How would you like to exchange hate for love, and greed and avarice for divine givingness? How would you like to so forgive others that nothing can ever be held against you again? That's what we're here to do, isn't it? That's what our lives are about. We all want that, don't we? We all want to exchange hell for heaven. We all want to live in heaven. We all want to live in that state, that consciousness that we are always there. We're always there. We must, Emma Curtis Hopkins, right? God is love, and we are that. God is truth, she said. God is truth. God deals only in truth. So when we say something other than that, we're lying. God doesn't deal in lies. So we must think only truth. We must speak only truth. We must live only truth. When we talk about spiritual qualities like those, we're speaking truth. When we talk about the conditions of our lives, we're speaking in lie. All right, that's when we're speaking in lies, when we speak to the conditions. Spirit is not sick. Spirit is not broke. Spirit's not lonely. Every time we put those words out there, every time we speak to those conditions, we're speaking lies. And God doesn't deal in lies. The human ego does. But God doesn't deal in lies. God is truth. And Ernest Holmes said this: we either have to believe there is a God who is good and a hell that is hot and a devil that is bad, or we have to understand the devil is the personification of the sum total of human fears. Yeah, baby. Plus this inward sense of justice, which causes us to feel that all evildoers must be punished. Oh, and we're good at that, aren't we? I believe it is, he said. I believe it is, but not by the devil. Right? Not by the devil, because we create our own cause and effect. We create our own outpicturing. We create our own karma. We are the ones also who send people to hell. When we send ourselves to hell quite often too. Right? When we think we did the wrong thing. The problem is when we send people to hell in our thoughts because of something they did, whatever, we have to go with them. We have to go with them because we have to guard them. We have to make sure they stay there. And then we're right back there with them in hell, right? I got the key to that jail cell, and and then we wind up. Isn't it freeing? Isn't it freeing to forgive them and let it go? I'm not saying that you condone what they did. Never, ever, ever. I'm not even saying that at all. But what I'm saying is, do you want to free yourself? Do you want to live happy and free and joyous? Give them up to God. Give them up to God. It's not up to you to punish them. Right? Isn't it freeing when we stop judging everybody and everything and every circumstance and evaluate it the way I think it should be? You should be doing this, and you should be doing that, and you shouldn't be doing that, and whatever you do, don't do that, It's like when we back off that and we simply control our own lives, boy, isn't that hard enough? Isn't that hard enough? Because there are so many times you do stuff and you go, "Ooh, why did I do that?" Right? I know I do. Right? That's when I go to hell. Welcome to the club. It does not mean that we let people off the hook and go, "Yeah, it's okay, you can steamroll over me." No, we're not saying that. We're saying, I choose to no longer suffer from this person's behavior. That's all it is. I choose to no longer suffer from that behavior of the past, of something somebody did. The law of cause and effect does not need me to exact punishment on them. You see what I'm saying? It's a universal law. It takes care of itself. It doesn't need my help to punish that person. Everyone reaps what they sow. Everyone. We do not need to exact punishment for everybody else. Because why? Because why are we here again? What was it about? Right? Love, I think. Right? We're here for love. We're here to love, to be loving. Oh yeah, that thing. Love God, love our neighbors as ourselves. Love, 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 love. Jesus didn't say, "Oh yeah, but that guy over there, he needs to fry for what he did," Never, ever, ever. Never. And it's a love thing. It is a love thing. We have two jobs to do: love and forgive. Love and forgive. Because the unskilled behavior that you're so good at pointing out in other people, you've done it. You've done it. I know I've done it. How dare you? It's like, okay, that projection, like Ernest Holmes said, that projection of, I just have to punish you for that. That's a terrible thing you did to me. Is something in your own background. We all do that. How about we let God handle heaven and hell, for that matter? Right? Ernest Holmes said this in Power of Idea. He said, "I treat hell and the devil very disrespectfully because I haven't the slightest respect for either one or for anyone's belief in it, for that matter. It's all bunk." He had a great sense of humor, right? He had a great sense of humor. He went on to say this: "When I lost hell, I lost the greatest asset I ever had. There's nowhere to send people who disagree with me. And that's a bad thing. I miss it more than any of my other infantile possessions. But I couldn't carry it into adulthood because that place has cooled off long ago. You know, we are not children of God. We're adults of God. We have to get to this period, this point of spiritual maturity. We know that there is no devil in hell waiting for us and no lake of fire and brimstone that we're going to suffer for all eternity because God is love. Because God is love and we are that. That's all there is. And we need to, forget the highway to hell. We go instantly to either one. We choose our thoughts wisely. We are on that stairway to heaven. Ernest Holmes said, we are obsessing entities, and we are the only devil we will ever meet. I don't believe in a devil, but sometimes I believe in a lot of them. I say I don't believe in any hell we're going to, but I am constrained sometimes to believe in the one we're getting out of. And that's really what we're doing, isn't it? We are getting out of it. We are using our consciousness to consciously create our lives. We're using these spiritual principles to consciously create stair after stair, stairway to heaven, because that is who and what we are. Sure, there's a highway to hell, because that's how fast we get to go there. But there is a stairway to heaven, because sometimes it seems like it takes a long time to correct that unskilled behavior of ours, doesn't it? One step at a time, like Ernest Holmes said, one little drop of clear water in that muddy beaker. And we get there all the time. Because why? Because we're already here. Because heaven is within us. And when we remember it over and over and over again, we remember it is within us. There is no place for us to go. There is only a thought to change. And Ernest Holmes said, change your thinking, change your life. Thank you.
Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for that. Well, this song is about life and all its blessings. I feel like a fish out of water, just a little bit, but I am just so happy to be here. I don't know what else to say. Oh, yes. So, yeah, we've got the accordion over there. We've got ukulele. Just in time for Oktoberfest. So, yeah, this song is about the blessings of life, and sometimes they're shrouded in irritations, the irritations of life, and then all of a sudden you go, I'm so blessed.
Like tuning guitars.
Like that.
Are you ready? 2, 3, and...
In the great unknown, and call me please, 'cause I can't find my phone. Oh, this is the stuff that drives me crazy. This is the stuff that's getting to me lately. In the middle of my little mess, I forget how big I'm blessed. This is the stuff that gets under my skin, but I gotta trust. You know exactly what you're doing might not be what I would choose. This is the stuff you use. 45 in a 35. the star that drives me crazy. This is the star that's getting to me lately. In the middle of my little mess, I forget how big I'm blessed. This is the star that gets under my skin, but I gotta trust. You know exactly what you're doing might not be what I would choose. This is the stuff you use. So break me of impatience, conquer my frustration. I've got a new appreciation. It's not the end of the world. Drives me crazy. This is the stuff. Someone save me in the middle of my little mess. I forget how big I'm blessed. This is the stuff that gets under my skin, but I gotta trust. You know exactly what you're doing might not be what I would choose. This is the stuff you use. This is the stuff you use. Oh, this is the stuff you use.
Well, I hope I see you a little more in the future. Thank you so much, Janet. Janet Hammer. You know, she helped us out, oh gosh, years ago. She helped us out when we had our choir. We were in between choir directors. Remember that? Janet, you came in, you were so gracious and loving and supportive, and you helped us through that. And she came for Christmas Eve sometimes and sang for us, so I'm so glad to see her back again. Yay! Let's see you some more. Now is the time for our conscious circulation. This is our opportunity to give back to those people, places, and things that support us, nurture us spiritually. If Vision is that for you, this is the appropriate place for your donations. Thank you, and thank you for the Vision community online for donating it as well, keeping everything moving forwardly. You're just keeping this ministry alive and thriving and doing the work that we do out in the world, outside of these walls and inside, and all of that good. So thank you in advance. The Core Council thanks you for all of the support you've been given, particularly through this COVID thing where we weren't meeting. There are a lot of us still are at home. You know, between that time and this, the support has been there all along, so thank you for that. We are so blessed. If you're giving today, yes, absolutely, thank you for the support all along. And if you are choosing to give today, and you put your gift in your hand, or if you give online, just bring it into your conscious awareness, knowing that it is good. And it is from God. And as we go within and acknowledge abundance, we know it is a quality of God. It flows through us and as us in the world as part of our experience of living. We know that these qualities exist in limitless abundance because they are from God. There is no way we can outgive God. We know that we are living in infinite supply of love, of joy, of prosperity, of wisdom. We are living at the heart of God, and we know that it is eternal, everlasting, and infinite. So I give thanks for the good that circulates through each one of our lives. I give thanks for the good that we pass on, knowing that we accept gratefully, we give graciously, we stay in that river of God's abundance always. And so it is. Amen.
Unshakable, the
just held high. I'm grateful, so thankful, I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving, I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful, I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. I give in conscious circulation. I step into the flow. My good and boundless demonstration. Through faith I let it grow. I'm grateful, so thankful, I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving, I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful, I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. I'm grateful, so thankful. I'm grateful, so thankful. I'm grateful. This is our Miracle Minute, and it's an opportunity for us to share demonstrations of answered prayer that we may have had this week, whether we went to a practitioner for prayer support and things changed, or we prayed ourselves and things changed, or whatever. And so I'm going to hog it today. I'm going to take the whole Miracle Minute. I just wanted to thank everybody for their participation in with Team Vision. Scott Lair is our team leader, and we had our Walk Out of Darkness yesterday. Is the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention, and we got together. We are Team Vision, and I want to thank everyone for the walking. And if you weren't walking, you were supporting those people who donated to us walkers. It was lovely. We were there. It was a beautiful day, and we raised. Do you know how much money we raised, Scott? Not sure yet. Okay, we don't have the number in, but it was good. It was very good, like Donna Thomas says, right? It was very good. And so I want to thank each and every one of you who donated. And I want to just let you know, if you haven't donated to the Walk Out of the Darkness for Team Vision, you've got up until December. You can go online, AFSP, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and you can donate. And thank you to everyone who did donate. It was wonderful of you. And yeah, it really, really helps. We will wipe out suicide. And now it is time. It's that time. You know what time it is? The Last Word by Johnny Kirko.
I don't even know what the heck that is. What was that? Oh, got it. No. My brother used to play that a lot in the early 70s. You remember that, huh? Black, is that purple? Is that deep purple? I don't know. Hi, everybody. So, Vision Meet and Greet right after our celebration. Join us online if you want to say hello to those who are online. We have practitioners available for one-on-one prayer. Join us for that. We'd love to have you be there. Coffee Connection, 8:30 in the morning till about 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday, led by Reverend Lori Sheets. Join us if you want to get together and just say hello to our community. Just say hello to other people who are in a spiritual mindset. Love to have you be a part of that. The links for those are all up on our website. Check that out. Next week, we have a very special guest. Darlene Koldenhoven's going to be here with us. Darlene's going to be doing a concert on Saturday night. Mark, I want you to talk to us a little bit about this concert.
Darlene is an amazing musician. She was a soloist on piano with the Chicago Symphony when she was 16 years old. And then she became the #1 call film singer for movies. So countless movies that you've heard she sang. And also she... for Yanni at the Acropolis. Do you ever see that? 1 billion people watch that. She was the high soprano doing that piece. And she has been writing music for a long time. So the last few years, she has dedicated herself to writing piano songs. And they're absolutely little gems. They're perfect music. And like in her category, she's #1 in Billboard. And so this is part of her for the Billboard presentation for the next release. She wrote so many things, she decided to do 2 concerts. So she's going to be here, and she is truly amazing. If you want to see a profound artist, I mean, she is the most successful, self-driven person I've ever seen, besides Janet Hammer. So if you could come, that would be fantastic. That would be great support. This is her first concert since COVID, and she's really excited about it, and she's just amazing. So if you want to hear some absolutely gorgeous music by a master, please come to this concert.
Very good. So that's Saturday night at 7 p.m. Tickets are available in the Resource Center as well on the website. Join in and be a part of that. It'll also be online. It's also a purchase online too. So the links are available on the website. Join us for that. So Sunday morning, Darlene's going to be our guest singer that day too. So we have a lot of Darlene. So Reverend Patti will be back. Her talk title is Furthermore, yes. And we will have Darlene as our guest soloist. Then after that, she's doing a workshop. She's going to be doing a workshop right after that, and it's going to be a little bit of vocal stuff. She said to me something about she's going to have singers underneath the piano. I'm not sure exactly what this is all about, but it has something to do with vocal cords and being able to hear the sounds and stuff. Be a part of that, so it's really cool. Be in this room next week so that you can be a part of that as well. It's a weekend of Darlene Coldenhoven. Can't wait to be a part of that. Yes. So our Black Tight fundraiser. Yeah. So somehow I'm going to be in black tights in 2 weeks, and I don't understand how this all happened, but somehow there's a fundraiser, and I owe some people a lot, and let me just tell you, the next fundraiser is going to be led by me, and we're going to have some kind of fun. But this one here, the way it's worked is, we have a couple of people who gave up to $5,000 that are matching funds. So they have given up to the $5,000, and so far, you guys have matched half of it. So we have 2 more weeks to go. We're almost there, you guys. Thank you very much for your contributions. I just want to say, last week I said that if you wanted to donate $1,000 to anybody else, well, that came through. And somebody already is being nominated to be in black tights besides me and Andy. And so that person reluctantly is saying yes so far. So if you want to give $1,000 towards this program, you are welcome to. And I'm mentioning names like Mark Danishofsky or Jordan Walker again. Now, Dan Ochapinti's not going to be here, but we could have him come the week after. So there's available, you want to give $1,000 to us, they will be in tights. And Larry Paris is dying for $1,000. Would somebody please just give $1,000 for Larry? Yes? There'll be chocolate tights. This is chocolate tights. So anyway, thank you very much, guys. On the website, you'll find the link on the donate page. Thank you for that. It's our annual October fundraiser we're doing. This is just lots of fun. On that same day, it's going to be Halloween, so we are inviting all of you to join and wear your costumes. Wear costumes that day. We will be wearing costumes that day, so be a part of that. That'll be on October 31st. Janet Hammer, thank you very much for your music today. We love you. You have CDs to sell or anything, Janet? You do? You have them here with you today? Janet Hammer has CDs available if you guys want to buy anything. They're out on the table out there. Check it out. Thanks, guys.
We do have fun here. We do have fun. Ernest Holmes said, I don't take myself seriously. I take this teaching seriously. And that's what we're about, right? We're about the teaching. But in the meantime, we have fun with it. And it is, the last Sunday of the month is Halloween, so that's where the tights and the costumes and all of that is coming from. We're going to have fun. If we're not having fun, we're not doing it right, right? There you go. We're going to stand up and we're going to say our affirmations. We have fabulous affirmations. Betty Brink writes them every week. She makes them up for us. She's an amazing inspiration. Thank you so much for these. We're going to say them together. We're going to ground in that energy and just let it flow through us and just change conditions around us. You ready? You with me? Intuition guides all my decisions. Excellence is encoded on my soul and evident in my expression. I am strong, calm, centered, and peaceful. And I'm going to say number 3 again. Are you ready? You with me? We're going to say number 3. I am strong, calm, centered, and peaceful. Oh, I love it. Just taking that energy into this last prayer of the morning, knowing that that is truth. We are calm and peaceful and centered and strong. We are the qualities of God. We know and accept that ground of all being, that energy, that universal intelligence that we know of as spirit, it flows through us. As we awaken more and more to the truth of our being, more and more flows through us. All of the love, all of the joy, all of the wisdom that God is can be present and is present at any place, right within us, flowing through us, being us, living our lives, knowing that we are the blessing to the world. And as we stand bright and brilliant as those loving spiritual lighthouses that we are, that we attract to us those people for that change that they desire in their lives. We are the place where God shows up in form. We are the place where love and forgiveness and joy shows up in form. We are the place where people are free to transform their own lives through this practical spirituality of ours. I give great thanks for this and for all of the good we are, all of the good we do, knowing our good is our God, and so it is. Amen.